And good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you to Sunday Savings, but this one is going to be a little bit different because it's a gem miner show, and I'm being, of course, accompanied by my very, very good friend, Mr. Paul Deasy. Sir, how are you?
Thank you. If I were any better, I'd be arrested. The gem miner show are my favorite, Michael. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, they really, really are. And we're talking this morning about, we're going to do two things. First, we're going to talk about one of our favorite gemstones, all natural, Peridot, that Paul and I think we do the best job anywhere in the world. But Paul, have we got Sunday savings surprises for all our fans?
Yes, we do. Who's going first, you or me?
I am going to go first. Okay, so well, first of all, Paul and I, let's just set the pace. Paul, we use the best Peridot in the world. You know that. Ours comes from China, Hebei province. It's top notch. When you look into our Peridots, you're not going to see those little black marks. You're not going to see a washed out color. You're going to see a pure green hue that you absolutely love. But today's prices are outstanding. It's not just about the Peridot, but it's about the money that we're going to save you. And I'm going to start it first. And Paul, I'm going to take it away with 3 items, which I'm very excited about because your prices are OMG phenomenal. I just got to tell you that. But let's start off with this first item here that I have, item number RE108619. This is a triple stone, gorgeous, gorgeous Peridot ring that you see here. That's all baguettes. Done, of course, in our wonderful silver palladium alloy, double-walled construction mounting, beautiful filigree work on the sides in 18 karat gold. That center stone, a full 1.70 carat.
Wow.
3 carat 10 total weight on the side, Paul. 4 carat 80 total weight. Now get this. Our normal price online is $121. Not today. Today we're knocking it down to $96.80. I am not kidding you. And shop's price on this is $237.14. So you know what? We're saving you big. We're doing it right. And that is what Sunday Savings is all about. Mr. Deasy, I think you've got something special too.
No, I don't want to talk about that yet. I have to brag about your ring, and here's why. It matters, first of all, where you get your Peridot from. Absolutely, positively. People that cut Peridot back in the 80s, it was coming from India, was not all that great. In fact, we called it olivine because it was so much yellow and so almost more yellow than green. That is what you have done with that price is ridiculous because consider this. Do you know why they invented the emerald cut in an emerald? It's because emeralds are usually so included that if you wanted to show off the best emerald in the world, you did it in what they called the emerald cut, which is essentially what you've done with Peridot. Now, sometimes Peridot, if you don't get the right Peridot, could be included as well. It's why you rarely see an emerald cut Peridot, and you have multiples in that ring. That's incredible.
I know, and thank you so much. And you're right, it is all about the clarity, the color, but it's the price point. This is bottom line. This is an opportunity buy. And you know, folks, for Paul's Jewelry and myself, we will resize it before it's shipped out. So if you need a half size, if you need Paul's rings to be like from an 8, you want it to be a 10 or a 10 and a quarter, we will do that for you free of charge before it leaves our factory. That is included in the price, no extra charge. And of course, shipping and handling always on us. As long as you spend $75 or more, we take care of the shipping.
Which will not be a problem. Since you mentioned ring and sizing, I'll start with the ring. I have actually a set of 3 items that are designed to match each other. They're exactly the same cluster design. It just happens to be, do you like the ring? And of course, you'll see that on the turntable, but I wanted to show you a live shot of that because it's color, it's big, it's bold, and it's $85. And one of the real difficulties, and you know this, Michael, when you're having cluster rings and you want to match them, sometimes a smaller stone will have a different color or hue than a larger cut stone will. So matching that center stone, which is larger, to match the other ones around it is a little bit of an art.
It actually is, Paul, and I know when you were here working on that piece, the difficulty you had actually, I remember putting that all together for you. You're absolutely right about that because, the Peridots are idiochromatic, they're non-treated, and to get the color match that you've achieved, not just in this ring, but the other pieces that you're going to talk about, is flawless. Bottom line, Paul had to go through a lot of material to deliver on the quality that we both know you love.
Now, here's the other thing that most of you probably know if you've been listening to Michael for years, and I know that you have, if you've been listening to me for years. I know that you know this too. Most gemstones are treated in some way, shape, or form to improve the color or the appearance of the stone. This is one of those exceptions. Now, this is the matching bracelet, which you can see has exactly the same type of cluster as the ring. This is ridiculous when you look at the amount of precious metal we have in this bracelet.
Yes.
And the carat weight of the stones. This is $118 for a bracelet. I've never done a Peridot bracelet of that size and that carat weight for that kind of price. And then to finish the whole thing off, as I've dropped the bracelet, we have the matching pendant. Now we notice we went east-west in this one, which I think is a better way to present this with the other stones if you're wearing all three of them together. So the ring, $85, the pendant, $86, and the bracelet only $118. That means free shipping no matter what.
Absolutely. And the value here is incredible. And again, the matching is absolutely flawless. Well, the last item that we're going to present to you here is one of the biggest peridots that I have in my inventory, and it is a full 10 by 10 millimeter cushion cut. Now, and you know, Paul, to get these stones that are 4 karat 35 in that level of saturation with that level of cleanliness is truly, truly outstanding. And you've got here the 4 citrines that are on the side, of course, and they come in at 40 points total weight. It's 4.75 karat total weight. The entire ring comes in at almost 6 grams. Regular price on our website is $231. Today, it's $185. You compare this, that Shop has it at $491, which is truly, truly, truly outstanding.
I got to tell you, and most people don't realize this. This is why I love the Gem Miner Show, and you and I can just talk about the ins and outs of mining. First of all, green stones of gem quality are rare to begin with. I don't care if you're talking about emerald or a green sapphire or a green tourmaline or this incredible peridot. They're rare to begin with, but there's something funny about the green stones that sometimes their growth is inhibited by some of the trace elements in there. So you very rarely see a big stone like this, which is why you spend upwards of $500, $600 for a ring like this because of the size of that stone and the cut of that stone. Yeah. So to get that at this particular price, I got to tell you, how many stones of that size in Peridot, Michael, have you done in your life?
Honestly, not many. In my entire 22 years that I was on at Shop, I think I can recall on one hand like 5 SKUs in 22 years that I've done with anything approaching that size. Normally, I would offer you my career, Paul, it's about 1.75 karat to 2 karat center stone. Yes. That size stone, never. At that price, forget about it.
No, and it's so important that you understand this, folks, because I usually give the example of this with a diamond, but you could say this about most stones. Now, there are exceptions to this. But with something like Peridot or something like emerald or sapphire, ruby, or diamonds, every millimeter size that you go up, like a 1 millimeter round to a 2 millimeter round, a 2 millimeter round to a 3 millimeter round, the price goes up exponentially. And the example I usually give on this, let's say you have a 1 carat D color flawless diamond, and let's say it was $1,000 a carat. We'll just make the math easy.
Yeah.
That 2 carat D color flawless diamond isn't going to be $2,000. It might be $2,000 per carat, and so on. Every millimeter size you go up, that price goes up exponentially. So looking at Mike's ring again, you have to understand what a truly extraordinary opportunity that is.
It really, really is. And during this show, folks, we presented you with such a vast array of absolutely gorgeous Peridot at prices that really only happens on Sunday. I'm very happy to partner with my good friend Paul Deasy. You want the best Peridot, you want to deal with both of us because we got you covered. And today, they're on sale big time. How do you get it? Go to www.gemsonvogue.com. And under that, you'll see my picture. You'll see Paul's picture. Shop both collections. If you want to see everything that Paul has, just tap on his picture. It'll take you to his collection. He has an incredible collection. But remember, these items today are on sale. Paul, as always, an honor and a pleasure.
No doubt. Thank you so much for having me with you on the show.